got a RAM assist on there that's nice and rusty. Got AGR box that's also rusty. It's actually from a 2009 Cadillac Escalade truck. This is a clutch slave from a 93 Toyota. It's a stock GM radiator.
Yeah.
Stock fans. I bought this, I think I got it on eBay. It's like 160 bucks.
No way.
Yeah. They're kind of cheesy long tube headers. I should have built a set, but I was being lazy.
What's up, guys? So today's a special one. We're out here with Danny Giannini. Danny has the red beamed Chevy that everybody sees in the intro to all of our videos, sending it over a double in the middle of the freaking desert. Danny is an awesome dude. He's a good friend of mine. He's been in the crew since the old days. He's everything behind Terra crew in a lot of ways. He's like a weekend warrior dude. He's a family man. He's a humble dude. He's very caring. You know, he's very giving. He's always trying to help people. He's always looking out for people in the industry and anybody who ever needs help. He's always there to answer questions no matter what's going on. I value his friendship, his opinion, and aside from all of that, he is one incredible driver and an incredible freaking fabricator. So let's take this in there. I didn't want to embarrass him, so let's do this. What's up, Danny?
Hello. How's it going?
It's going good. We're finally here.
Finally.
With this thing. I think we're, I don't even know, 130 episodes in or something. How many episodes are we in, Nelson?
I think we're like 150-ish.
150-ish. So about 150 times they've seen you hit that double in Superstation.
Yeah.
And you know what, dude? That's a special day. Danny, do you remember that trip?
I do.
Do you remember?
That was fun. I know right where that jump is. I can go find it right now.
Exactly. Without GPS.
Yeah.
With desert GPS in your head, huh?
That trip is special because that was our first trip as Terra crew-ish. I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't even like decide on the name yet.
We had floated a couple names.
Yeah.
Funny story is, Built to Destroy was a potential name for Terra crew.
Yeah.
Built to Destroy. Terra crew ended up winning, but Danny found this hit out there, and it looked pretty sketchy. And the approach looked sketchy. Danny was the first person to hit it. As always, because he needs to just chill sometimes. We're like, we're not ready, Danny, hold on. We just see him in the distance, just, ew. Danny, tell us about your 1970? What is it, 1970?
That depends on who you talk to.
Let's let Danny talk, guys. I'll just
2004/1973, 2015 conversion.
Right.
So it's a lot of different years all mixed together.
It's like some sort of like Frankenstein transformer.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's start from the beginning, dude. Take us through this thing.
I got this truck from Austin Wessel. I had the Duramax that Austin and I had done a trade for previously. Traded a race car that I had for the Duramax. Had the Duramax for a couple years, and like all things, I was just kind of ready for something different.
Yeah.
And I hit up Austin and was like, hey, I'm going to sell this thing if you want it back.
Yeah.
You know, I'll give you first crack at it. And he's like, I don't want to buy it, but I'll trade you. And he had this, and he had a military surplus Hummer.
That's right.
That had a California license plate on it. And it was pretty cool. It had Ultra wheels and PRP seats. They put a top on it. It was cool. We worked out a deal. I traded the Duramax for both those, truck and the Humvee.
In a nutshell, right? Danny has the trophy truck. He switches with Austin.
Because I wanted, I've had 2 kids now. I wanted to have something I can like put the family in.
Okay.
The Duramax was perfect for that.
Okay.
We ended up trading back, and I got this from Austin, and it had a 5.3 in it, a stock 4L60 trans, had a Missoula kit on the front, and it was 2.5, 3.0 shock on the rear on 37s. Oh, it's still cat eye. Other than that, it was almost identical to as you see it now.
Yeah.
It did have a smaller cell and it had a single spare.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, interior-wise, everything's exactly the same as it was when I got it. I haven't really touched anything inside.
Long story short, Chevy guy, A-arms on this thing, and steering issues led Danny to
there was just no issues with it. It functioned correctly. I knew that
You knew it was coming.
what I wanted to do with this thing, that stock parts weren't going to hold up. That's when I decided, I'll just put I-beams on it. Got a set of Camper Special beams from a buddy of mine in town. Built those. I got a set of used 4.4 bypasses, all the way around the truck. Yeah, so basically,
You went from
front halved it, put a 6.2 in it, put a nice build Turbo 400 in it.
Jesus.
And, modified the rear chassis also. You got almost 4 inches more of up travel in the rear than it had originally.
Damn.
Which helped a lot.
And that's pretty much the big upgrades in a nutshell.
That's basically it, yeah.
But yeah, guys, so now you're running 40s?
40s, KMCs. These are the nades.
Okay.
I'm probably wrong.
And then the hubs?
Hubs, JMR.
JMR.
Yeah. JMR hubs and brakes, which are amazing. And these are 73 Ford. They're 1-ton beams. Cut them, corrected the camber in them, and then plated everything all over. It's all chromoly plate. All the steering is all just equal length. It's got a RAM assist on there that's nice and rusty. Got AGR box that's also rusty.
Dang, dude. Well, I mean, these things are holding up.
That's one thing I will note about this thing is that most of the big parts, they're all used. The shocks are used. Mm-hmm. Steering box is used. Even my ring and pinions I buy used because I'm cheap. Tires are used, takeoffs from race cars.
There you go.
I try to keep the budget as friendly as I can. I already spend too much money on this thing, so anything I can do is
to save some money. Yeah,
absolutely. This is a brand new motor. This is that one that Robert built. It's a 418.
So Maruzzi?
Yeah, and it's basically identical to the same motor that he built for Eisenhower, Chris Eisenhower's F100 recently.
Okay.
He sent me a video of Chris's truck on the dyno, and he's like, check this out. And
so what are you guys looking at with this thing?
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
And then here we go. After rebuilding the motor twice, I was just over it. So
yeah,
the last motor was that's when I had Robert build. It was like the Maruzzi Special.
Okay.
So the 6-liter, this is a cam 6-liter.
Okay.
And it did have the same heads that are on it now, the LS3 style heads that are CNC ported. Yeah, so it's a 418 now because the other motor blew up. The Maruzzi Special blew up in the silt bed. That's the one that sanded, collapsed the air filter. And
oh my gosh,
the
yeah.
motor down, so.
Silt is a nightmare.
There's another thing that I did when I put the 6.2 in it is that I had to get rid of the stock brake booster.
Okay.
So that powers a 3/4 inch CNC master, which in turn powers, and it's a Hydro Boost unit. So I still have power brakes. Mm-hmm. This is a GM Hydro Boost unit. It's actually from a 2009 Cadillac Escalade truck. This is a clutch slave from a 93 Toyota. That master powers this slave, which in turn powers the Hydro Boost. This unit just kind of ended up front here because at the time I was just like, I'll just stick it right here. But really, you can take this whole unit and mount it to anywhere you want.
Yeah.
And have power brakes.
Yeah.
And it works phenomenally. I love it. Like I said earlier, because I'm cheap.
Yes. Tell us,
the
because
radiator,
we need to know the cheap ways.
The radiator and fan, most people go spend
a lot,
$1,500 on a radiator or more.
Mm-hmm.
That's just stock radiator. It's a stock GM radiator.
Yeah.
Stock fans.
Yep.
Cools this thing perfectly.
You guys hear that?
GM pays their engineers a lot of money to develop this stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use it.
Excellent.
And this radiator, you can buy it brand new. It's an AC Delco part number. It's like 165 bucks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like what? Like 150,
Yeah,
200
the
bucks.
fans are like 200. They're cheap.
Dude,
And if you're extra cheap, you go to the wrecking yard and get one.
there's so much to go over with this thing. I love it.
Yeah. So
But all right, so I guess we'll hop into these shocks.
big shocks. These are 4.4s. They're only a 14-inch stroke.
Okay.
Because like I said, I bought these from Brett Jenkins, and they were from a trophy truck.
Okay.
And 99% of all trophy truck with AM front ends use a 14-inch stroke shock. So I'm limited.
On your travel.
That's why if you see videos or pictures of this thing jumping, it never really looks like it's drooped out very far.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't.
Right.
It only cycles 18 inches.
Okay.
That's not a lot.
But it works.
But it works.
What shock setup would be ideal for this then?
A 16.
A 16?
And then actually, instead of being a 4.4, a 4.0.
A 4L.
A little bit smaller. I've talked to Keith Marigold about it, the KDM.
Okay.
And he's like, the shock's too big. Like, there's just too much piston diameter. And
That's
being
so much
mounted
science
so
in there.
close to the wheel that you can watch it drive and the front end actually kind of hangs. Like, it doesn't droop out fast enough. So
Interesting. And this is the
that's a
2.5?
2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think since we're here, let's just go over the inside.
Okay.
Here, I'll go around. So, if you would have center mounted it, you would have lost pretty much all of this.
Yeah.
then-
So you have to cut the whole firewall open. The motor is going to come back probably 12 to 14 inches from a stock location
Yeah, it's just
to
a
clear
pain
the
in the
bulkhead
ass.
for steering and all that. So not only would I have to sheet metal everything in, I'd have to build a dash. I'd lose my heater and AC function, the stock
Yeah.
stuff. Different center console. It would just have been a lot of work.
If beams are an option where you guys are at, or you guys have somebody that has experience with that, instead of center mounting your freaking Prerunner, we are not millionaires.
No.
That shit's so expensive. You'll be out years on a build. Just ask me and so many other people.
I don't use a GPS. I just use an iPad
Okay.
with Lead Nav or Mob Armor has a good
Yeah.
GPS app. And then I have a AM display.
Okay.
Just kind of fits in the factory location. With the AM's rad. It has GPS speed, and then it has every engine parameter you could possibly want.
Heck yeah.
It reads everything. I mean, it's really a really cool system.
Hell yeah.
So I love that.
Very cool, man.
That was like a huge upgrade.
Very cool. So he has all that going on in here. Of course, the awesome stock dash.
Yeah.
So you got the PRPs?
These are PRPs. They're really old.
How have these done, even though you've had these for a long time?
They've been great.
Got the rugged.
These are rugged air. They're like for pilots.
Oh, okay.
So it uses a different input jack. It's an aircraft intercom. It's a flight comm intercom. I bought this. I think I got it on eBay. It's a 4-way. It's like 160 bucks.
No way.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah. And then these from Rugged, those were like $99 each. They weren't that expensive.
Padding here. We got the kid seats back. These are kid seats, right? Or no, these are
They're
standard?
a standard seat, but they're a short base
Okay.
to fit this area.
Perfect.
And there's usually a car seat in here.
Okay.
But Jacob's kind of outgrown the car seat, so
Maybe a booster seat?
we put him in a booster now.
Okay.
Yeah, but these are kids harnesses that PRP does. And these
Excellent.
things are awesome because before I had Crow harnesses, just like adult size.
Yeah.
And
It's a pain in the ass.
they're just the webbing was big, and it's just on a little kid, it just doesn't
Yeah.
work. These things are phenomenal for kids.
I love your shovel, by the way. You made this, right?
No, Craig made that.
Oh, Craig made this.
Yeah.
Tell us what's going on back here.
Same thing, 2.5 coilover, 4.4, 16-inch,
Okay.
14, 16.
Okay.
2 fire extinguishers, so I do have fire extinguishers at least.
Okay.
On a quick release mount, 2 batteries, 2 trans coolers that don't match, 2 tires, 73 gallon. Probably gonna catch some shit for this,
Okay.
but it's not an actual cell. It's a tank.
It's a tank.
Yeah. So I built the tank that fits the chassis. It's all baffled. The pickup is in its own separate baffle that has check valves in it, so it will capture fuel and hold it. 2 pickups, 2 pumps, 2 filters.
Yeah.
So it's like a standard redundant system with 2 sets of everything. The cell is full, so it's
Okay.
about as squat as it's ever going to be.
Okay.
And it's 28 inches total travel,
Okay.
and it works good.
Yeah.
But
So it's like right in the middle, about 14.
yeah, basically.
Okay.
That's a Kurt Leduc sway bar. He
There it
makes
is.
the arms, and then he has the bars made. So I got that from him.
And then you got the Pro Eagle.
It's a Pro Eagle jack. I just built a skid for it and mounted it back here.
Right on.
It just bolts down, uses the same size socket as like the lug nuts. So
Easy.
if you get a flat, you just zip that off with the impact,
Right.
change the tire, and put it back on.
Easy.
Super simple. And then the handle mounts up here. It's just on a little spring-loaded mount. So there's a little spring capture in there. So you can,
Nice.
I think it's all full of silt still.
Oh my God, you guys, silk gets everywhere.
It's all still full of silt from last time this thing ran.
Crazy.
Just
I mean, I think we just got to talk about this glass you got going on.
Yeah, this is
So this was a 2003,
04.
04,
Same body.
04 Chevy.
It's a 2015 conversion
Right.
from Fiberworks.
From Fiberworks.
And
I mean, it looks amazing, dude. I love the new front end.
yeah,
Damn
there's
thing.
some exhaust stuff we could go over.
Ooh, yeah, we could do that.
It's just a set of long tubes. They're kind of cheesy long tube headers. I should have built a set, but I was being lazy. But it goes from 3-inch, it goes up to 3.5 with the next pipe right here, and then runs out the back to a pair of small MagnaFlow, like flow through style mufflers. And it sounds pretty good. There's a little bit of bracing under here. This X brace actually bolts in. It captures the lower link mount bolts, radius arm bolt, just to help kind of tie everything together. Other simple stuff, simple drive shaft safety thing. Little skid plate on the diff, and yeah, TubeWorks 4-inch housing. Still kind of taking a gamble with 40 spline axles.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna break them now that I said that.
Oh,
but
don't
I've had
say
good-
it, Danny.
I've had good luck.
Well, Danny, we're stoked for everything you've given to the pre-runner scene, man. You may not see it as a big deal, but a lot of people love this damn thing. A lot of work goes into these things, guys, so when you guys get a truck, expect all that hustle to be there because it takes a lot of money and a lot of time, but the reward is amazing and it will create a lot of freaking awesome memories and the determination that you'll have to get things done and to, you know, I think working on a pre-runner and maintaining a pre-runner and then driving it the way you want to drive it is in itself just freaking insane, but I think it's human spirit, you know what I mean? It's a way for us to live. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Danny, thank you for having us. If you guys like what we're doing, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And that's it, Danny.
Right on.
We're going to see Danny a lot more. He has a lot of other stuff to explain, but
Yeah.
probably actually going to take a quick shop tour here since he has so much cool stuff. So look for that in the next one. Later, guys. Bye.
See ya.